This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. Tourism can be defined as travel for leisure, recreation, or business reasons. Tourism has risen to become one of the most preferred leisure activities globally. For instance, in the year 2010, more than 900 million tourists were traveling to different destinations across the globe. Tourism has been growing steadily due to globalization and improvements in technology. Rapid technological development in transport has facilitated the transport of large numbers of people to faraway places of their choice in a short time. Tourism-related activities provide a significant revenue source for several countries that offer unique tourist attractions. There are other ways in which tourism-related activities impact society. This paper seeks to conduct a cause and effect analysis of tourism. In particular, the paper will discuss why and how people engage in tourism and the various positive and negative impacts of tourism. Reasons for engaging in tourism activities. Many people touring different regions of the world or their own country often do it for pleasure. A change of scenery is a preferred way of breaking from people's monotonous lifestyle. Most individuals prefer to travel to other areas where they can experience unique environments, beautiful beaches, unique animals, and culture. Countries endowed with tourist attractions have developed infrastructure and other support arrangements to attract more tourists. Therefore, more tourists will often visit countries or regions that offer the best attractions. Many people also travel to explore the economic opportunities different countries or regions offer. Such tourists are referred to as economic tourists, though they may also explore tourist attractions in the areas they are visiting. Others travel to escape the harsh weather conditions in their home countries, for instance, those who travel to escape winter conditions mainly in the Northern Hemisphere countries. Effects of tourism. The effects of tourism are many and varied. This includes effects on the culture, the economy of the host country, and the environmental impact. Tourism effects can be categorized into positive and negative effects, as well as primary and secondary effects. This categorization is based on the nature of the effect and the stage at which the effect is felt. Economic effects. The economic effect of tourism can be categorized as primary as it directly impacts the economic status of the local and regional area being toured. The local population benefits from the profit brought in by visiting tourists. However, the local community also spends a lot on developing and maintaining the tourism industry. A disadvantage to the local populace is that tourism encourages encroachment by moneyed multinational corporations that provide services to affluent tourists, effectively taking most of the revenues away. Effects on the environment. Tourism-related activities impact heavily on the environment. The impacts of tourism on the environment and ecosystems can be categorized as positive and negative. The negative environmental impacts are more common in coastal tourism as compared to other forms of tourism. Primary effects, such as the destruction of plant cover, result from the development of infrastructure for the sustenance of coastal tourism. The destruction of marine flora disrupts ecosystems as the trees provide habitats for diverse species of birds. Habitat destruction greatly hampers efforts to use natural resources prudently and preserve natural environments. Significant challenges are also encountered in the disposal of solid waste and sewage that result from tourism-related activities. This is more commonly observed in areas where the growth of coastal tourism is rapid and uncontrolled. It's important to note that people traveling to new areas for holidays usually carry disposable items, which are later thrown away as waste. These solid wastes often find their way into oceans and other water bodies, forming a major pollution source. Other adverse environmental effects of coastal tourism include the loss of biodiversity, soil erosion, declining fish catches, siltation, and depletion of groundwater. The impacts of tourism on wildlife are both positive and negative. The most positive impact of tourism on wildlife is that it encourages the conservation of natural habitats by host countries. The adverse effects are many and are directly related to actual touring in the animal parks. Wildlife viewing usually puts a lot of pressure and stress on wild animals. Studies indicate that some animals change their behavioral patterns due to the noise and commotion created by tourists. Tourism also encourages the building of roads, lodges, and resorts in the parks. These facilities are not eco-friendly and usually result in landscape aesthetic degradation besides destroying habitats. Global tourism is also cited to be a significant cause of air pollution as it accounts for more than 50% of traffic movements. The vast number of traffic movements results in the release of greenhouse gases, which in turn contribute to global warming. Social effects. Tourism facilitates the meeting of people with diverse cultures and values. When tourists flock to a certain destination in large numbers, they mingle with the local communities, resulting in cultural fusion. Tourists may come with some cultural practices that might be perceived to be obscene by the locals and thus result in a cultural conflict. Tourism encourages the growth of social vices such as prostitution and drug abuse among the local communities. Tourism. Conclusions and recommendations. This paper sought to conduct a cause and effect analysis of tourism. The paper has discussed why and how people engage in tourism and the various positive and negative impacts of tourism on the environment and society. Among the positive effects is that tourism encourages the conservation of wildlife and positively impacts the economy of the local area. However, the negative effects are many, and they range from destruction of habitats to pollution of water bodies. These environmentally unsound practices pose the most serious threat from tourism to the maintenance of natural habitats. It's important that tourism recognizes the importance of maintaining the environment for future generations. Therefore, the building of facilities or infrastructure should be done in a manner that does not result in major disruption to the natural environment. The solid waste that results from tourism-related activities should be disposed of in a manner that would not cause damage to the environment. Did you like this cause and effect analysis of tourism sample? To get more works like this one, make sure to check out the database of academic paper examples at ivpanda.com. You will find thousands of samples for all your study needs.